Villa Park in Birmingham, UK, welcomed the Grand National Tour, and it was clear from the outset that the audience was primed for an unforgettable experience. Kendrick Lamar and SZA weren't just there to perform, they aimed to energize the stadium. Birmingham quickly demonstrated its excitement, with cheers and chants filling the air even before the first note played. When the music finally started, the stadium erupted in a vibrant celebration. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. Kendrick Lamar opened his set with Squabble Up, a fan favorite that showcased his lyrical talent right away. As he emerged under the bright lights, the crowd surged forward like a wave crashing onto the stage. Dressed in all black, the Compton rapper took a moment to absorb the crowd's energy before diving into his verse with fierce passion. The bass reverberated, shaking the ground beneath the fans. Phones were raised, arms waved, and Villa Park transformed into a sacred space where every lyric felt significant. The UK audience was fully engaged, ready to give their all. Not tonight. Not for Kendrick Lamar. Not for SZA. And the night was just beginning. As Kendrick continued his opening set, the crowd remained energized. When Euphoria began, it felt almost cinematic. The lights dimmed, smoke filled the stage, and then boom. Kendrick reappeared, moving with the precision of a leader. His gaze locked onto the front rows, seemingly choosing fans who knew his lyrics by heart. What followed was unforgettable. Thousands of fans, their British accents ringing out as they sang every line of Euphoria back to Kendrick. He acknowledged them with a smile and a nod before continuing to rap. Then came one of the evening's most touching moments. Kendrick briefly paused the show when he recognized a familiar face in the crowd. He pointed out into the sea of fans, grinning as he called out to a longtime supporter he affectionately referred to as Mike Tyson. No explanation was needed for the nickname, the fans' reaction said it all. It was a personal moment. Before launching into Mad City, Kendrick let the audience's cheers fill the silence. Then he delivered the song with intensity. This track, which tells the story of Compton's struggles and survival amidst chaos, resonated even more deeply in Birmingham. The crowd's response showed they were not just excited but genuinely connected to every lyric. SZA then took the stage with F2F, her voice cutting through the air like silk. While Kendrick's verses were explosive, SZA's were soothing. Her vocal runs flowed through the stadium, leaving a sense of awe in their wake. F2F felt different live, raw, vulnerable, and beautifully unrefined, as if she were processing heartbreak in real time. The audience held their breath between her notes, and by the time she reached the final chorus, there were tears. But she still had more to give. Next up was The Weeknd, a song that seemed designed for a live crowd to go wild. Fans sang every lyric as if they were sacred. However, SZA, always adaptable, didn't just perform it as recorded. She reimagined it, extended certain sections, added her own improvisations, and effortlessly shifted through various vocal ranges. It was a masterclass in performance. Then Kendrick took the stage again with All Right, reigniting the arena's energy. Every fist shot up, and the crowd sang along with unwavering enthusiasm. The UK audience didn't just appreciate Kendrick's protest songs, they embraced them as if they were their own. When he shouted, "Do you hear me? Do you feel me?" the response was deafening. Following that was humble. Honestly, there are few experiences in hip-hop as thrilling as hearing tens of thousands of voices harmonizing in chaotic unison, shouting. My left stroke just went viral. Next came, Hey Now, with Kendrick maintaining a high energy level that the crowd matched. He delivered every syllable, beat, and breath flawlessly without any backing track. This was no karaoke, this was Kendrick. Money Trees followed, bringing a refreshing vibe after the intensity. Fans swayed, some rapped along, while others simply closed their eyes and let the music wash over them. When Kendrick rapped about dreams of living life like rappers do, the stadium joined in. Then, without warning, DNA hit. It was fierce, loud, and absolutely perfect. Kendrick's flow sliced through the beat like lightning. The crowd didn't just react, they erupted. The mosh pit became a whirlwind of bodies and voices. SZA returned with Kill Bill, her hauntingly smooth vocals floating over the audience like a specter in red. The crowd began to sing softly, gradually building in intensity and emotion. Her lyrics felt more like sharp knives disguised as lullabies. She then performed BMF, a bold and beautiful anthem that resonated deeply with the audience. While phones were raised, everyone's attention was focused on her. The connection was palpable. Poetic Justice followed, with Kendrick slowing the pace. The stage was bathed in deep blue light, and the saxophone filled the air. As Kendrick rapped, couples embraced, and strangers swayed together. It was a moment of tenderness and intimacy that felt essential. Just when it seemed the energy might dip, and 95 kicked in. As that glitchy, jagged beat started, the ground at Villa Park shook once more. Kendrick leaped, stomped, shouted, and raced across the stage. Each line and cadence was delivered with precision, and the crowd responded in unison, word for word. SZA and Kendrick came together for love, and it felt like witnessing old friends reunite after a long time. Their chemistry was seamless, with their voices blending perfectly. The audience was captivated. They then performed Good Credit, a recent track that quickly won over the audience. The hook was impactful, and the beat was crisp. Kendrick rapped with the confidence of someone who understands his identity and the importance of the occasion. Next came Not Like Us. This song, which had gained attention in 2024, felt like a celebration in 2025. Kendrick's delivery was sharp, playful, and intense. The UK crowd remained unfazed by any controversies, fully appreciating the clever lyrics. Each line hit like an arrow, and every punchline resonated. Fans continued to chant Kendrick's name even after the music stopped. As the encore approached, something truly special happened. SZA returned for one final collaboration with Kendrick on Luther, a slow-burning track that had transformed from a hidden gem into a highlight of the tour. Their interaction felt spiritual. Kendrick rapped as if in prayer, while SZA sang with the passion of a testimony. The audience swayed in respectful silence, united in the moment. To conclude, Kendrick revisited Euphoria, not to perform it again, but to relive it. The beat began slowly, allowing the audience to fill in the opening lines. They did, and Kendrick moved to the front of a stage, crouching down to connect with the fans, rapping alongside them. This wasn't about ego or performance. It was about a shared experience, a transfer of energy. As the stadium lights dimmed, a spotlight focused on Kendrick. He paused for a moment and said, "I choose me, I'm sorry." With that, he vanished. The crowd was momentarily shocked before erupting into a thunderous applause that echoed through the Birmingham night. What transpired at Villa Park was more than just a concert. It was a powerful reminder. A reminder of Kendrick Lamar's unmatched mastery of language and energy, of SZA's ability to move hearts with a single note, and of the fact that music, when performed at this level, transcends genre, language, and borders. Birmingham didn't just host the Grand National Tour, it became part of its legacy. For the lucky fans in attendance, the memories will extend beyond the songs. They'll remember how they felt when the music resonated with them. This was not just a performance, it was a moment in history. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.